it's not enjoy it, but just kind of accept, get on with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like you said, you don't rush through the week. Just enjoy it. Just take your time and just live in the moment, innit?
100%.
If that's the case, just don't overwork yourself, innit? That's what I
Yeah,
stopped doing.
yeah, yeah,
First I
yeah.
just brought my back every day, just trying to get all these jobs done and whatnot. But I thought, you know what? Wherever I get done, I get done. It is what it is.
100%, bro. That's how you got to approach things, bro. Trust me.
Yeah.
But you know what? Yeah, flipping. Do you know there's one thing I saw online a few weeks ago? A comment that Joey Barton made, and he said that
Yeah.
he said that nowadays that black people are more racist than white people, which I think is an interesting statement. Because not saying I think it's true, but I think because like even like if I look at it from our perspective, I think
Mm,
race is a conversation, especially nowadays as well. Race is part of the conversation with everyone, and like we talk about race a lot, but I think it's not. We're definitely not racist, but I think we talk about things like if you listen to the whole context, and if we're talking about specific experiences, it might seem
mm.
it's race related, or it might seem like we've got a negative opinion about like Caucasian people that we've come across, but on a whole, like we're not racist, and we don't stereotype
I
people that.
think, yeah, because I think like we got good friends in all walks, all colors, all creeds, all nationalities.
Yeah.
Some man you click with, some man you don't click with. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Sometimes, on my contract, I meet different. My certain time I'm there and I'm chatting I meet someone while I'm doing a job, and we just click, and I think this brother's cool. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
But then there's next man you're thinking, boy, he just rash. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
And I think with us it's complex because when you know your history, it's hard to move past it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might be in an environment and you're trusting everyone, but like you might think, boy, but look what these men done to us in the past, bro. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That's what they say. I think black people in England, especially of Caribbean descent, and that who obviously whose ancestors of slavery are from slave that was part of slavery. We have a love-hate relationship with white people, English people, ever because, like you said, with the history, there's a negative stick. The history is negative. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
because
and then, and because we all had like negative experiences with them, even though we've had some positive, sometimes that negative experience is always at the back of your mind. Do you understand what
yeah,
I mean?
because sometimes you might say you're in a working environment and you trust me, you think, hold on, but look how you done our ancestors, boy. I don't know what kind of psychology or mind games you're playing. You know what I'm saying? That might
Yeah,
be,
yeah,
so sometimes I think that always plays in the back of. I think the newest generation, a lot of them don't care about the past, innit? A lot of them.
yeah. I think where it is, it's you're right because I think where it is, it's like you'll feel like as soon as you start trusting one, then all they got to do is a little thing that's a bit questionable, and you think, yeah, I knew I can't trust them. I knew, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? I know they're all the same. Like, so it's, but you do, I think as well, especially with our younger cousin, when we was younger, all of our experiences with them was with there was in authority, whether it's teachers, whether it's
I think
police officers, prison officers. So
I think yeah, and I think that has messed me up personally
yeah,
because
yeah,
sometimes I'm in a working environment, especially as you go when you're a young boy and you're getting shift and it's a big Englishman putting handcuffs on you and you're in the stage, you look at the man, you kind of accept that authority difference because you're young. You understand what I'm saying to you?
yeah.
But as you get older and you get in certain environments, you think, hold on, all these men they're like feds that used to arrest me. You understand
Well,
what I'm saying to you?
well, that's like, bro. I tell the truth, yeah, that is exactly because I think I had a bit of PTSD from that. Because, bro, when I had to get stopped by police, like especially when man started behaving and stuff, I would throw a wobbler. I would lose it, and I'd be so aggy that they think I got something to hide. But I'm just saying, what are you stopping me for? It's trying to, I mean, that
Yeah,
where
yeah.
what makes you think you can just stop me like that? I'm just not cooperating in the slightest. Do you understand what I mean?
Mm,
Even that
mm,
time, remember we went to see little bro in the
yeah,
in the prison there, and even I couldn't handle the prison officer trying to talk down to me because I'm thinking, hold on, I'm
yeah,
a free man. You need to behave yourself. Don't
yeah,
talk to
yeah,
me
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Don't try and talk to me with authority. I ain't committed a crime, so you can't talk to me like that. You understand what I mean? So
Yeah,
there is
yeah, yeah,
some
definitely.
PTSD there, definitely, bro.
Mm, you know, so yeah, definitely. I've got that as well. So like I said, I always have flashbacks like, right, these men are a bit fetish, you know. What are they, some undercovers? You know, it
Yeah,
really messes, it kind of messes up my, you know, sometimes my outlook on my, sometimes just general, like being in a little a relationship or, you know what I'm saying, a companionship, because that's always in the back of your mind. But in regards to, like you said, races, I think I don't think black people are generally racist. They're wary. You understand what I'm saying to you?
they're wary. That's what they're wary, and all it is, they just they how they interact with white people. That is sometimes they base it off of their past experience. If
Yeah.
majority of their experience of our experience of being negative, then it's hard not to carry that with us. Do you understand what I
Hmm.
mean? So
And and I think also with this spike in far right, it's just made it worse, isn't it? Do you know? Because I think what we've been there for how many years, and everyone you thought was cool, now all of a sudden everyone's switching us, and we're thinking rotted. Like, so it never did really go away. You understand what I'm saying?
well, that's
Do
where
you
it's
get
good.
me?
And I think what it's just the same way we've got a stigma and a perception of them, they've got a perception of us. So do you know what I mean? And that's where the kind of miscommunication and there's a problem. Do you understand what I mean? Because everyone's got their
But I'll tell you what, give me Joe the other day. Yeah, I was in a merchant, like a plumber's merchant,
mm,
and there was an English guy who just come from, I think he come from one of them Arab countries, and I think he had there's an incident, and then he said, yeah, everyone hates the English man. Everyone hates the white man. You know what I'm saying? He said everyone hates us. No one don't like us, but
mm,
we're all good with that. And I think, what makes you say that? And he goes, and I think he kind of went quiet, but then I think chatting to them, a lot of them are also wary because of their history. You understand what I'm saying to you?
mm,
So they probably feel like everyone's kind of got it against them on the strength of what the empire done. You understand what I'm saying to you?
yeah. But
Does that make sense?
kinda, I think, yeah, but you know, yeah, but I think it's the same thing. I think it's, you know what it is as well? Like, even for me, bro, and this is not even white people, this in general, I'm someone, I feel that I always root for the underdog. That's just me. So if I
Mm.
feel like someone is looking down on other people or feels like they're superior against other people, I'm always gonna take the side of the underdog. And I'm not saying that's right. So if I hear people talking about, for example, illegal immigrants like a certain way and all that, I don't like bullies. I don't like people who abuse their power. That's just me in general. So I think I don't take well to that kind of behavior. Do you understand what I mean? But
Yeah, no, of course. I hear what you're saying. Obviously, for me, you know, I get it.
mm,
Obviously, I'm in rural areas where there's no hardly any illegal immigrants, but you see a few, and
mm,
then we go London and cities. But why I can't condone it, because that was once us on the back end of that. You understand what I'm saying to you?
exactly.
You know, that was once us getting all that abuse, getting all that racism, go home and all that. So I can't condone it because that was us in the 80s, in the 70s,
Mm,
early 90s. You understand what I'm saying to you?
yeah, exactly.
You know, so you know, even though like the economy's well, the country's in a bit of a state, but that's not on the strength of illegal immigrants.
Well,
You
you're
understand
right,
what I'm saying?
because when they say, you lot all right, you're black people all right," or you know what I mean? Because obviously we've
Mm,
assimilated ourselves quite good. But then you think, okay, we're all right now. We weren't all right before. Because even
mm,
I've met black men in construction say flipping all the Eastern Europeans to talk the flack of us. But I think, but that's not the
mm,
right attitude to have. Because then what will happen?
mm.
So when the Eastern Europeans go back, or if they do, then the flack's back on us. So it can't be,
But
you know.
this is what I'm saying as well, because once all these man, if these all these illegal immigrants or whatever boatman go, then it's back on us. He's back on us. You
Yeah,
understand what I'm saying to you?
yeah, but I think even with regards to us and race, I think we don't are not we're definitely not race. Well, we if we was race, we wouldn't be here. But I think what it is that our reaction, we react to the environments, what our interactions. And the thing is,
Mm.
so it's for us to change, they would have to change. Do you understand what I mean?
Mm.
Like you said, you know what I mean? Because if it's gonna be a constant thing like this, like you get what I mean? Like you said, if we go back, is it gonna be finger pointing again? And do you know what I mean? And this, that, do you get what I mean? And
Yeah,
so
and it's in this indirect slavery. That's what I feel like it's still going on. You understand what I'm saying to you?
mm,
Like, I feel like this system, even though slavery was abolished, I feel like we're still they still try to keep us at a certain level. You understand what I'm saying to you?
yeah. But what black people, you think working class people in general?
Um, I think work. That's what I'm saying. That's what they probably
But
get
it's a bit
mixed
of
up with.
both, innit? It's a
I
bit
think
of
that
both.
the working class, they definitely keep working class at a level, and that's why the English working class gets so frustrated and they take it out on the wrong people. But I do think there is an element of, even though we're over here, we're not accepted fully as English, and that we are supposed to be kept at a certain level. They don't like us to go. Obviously, we do get past certain level, but they don't like it. You understand what I'm saying to
Yeah,
you?
but I think
Well,
that's,
some elements. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna stereotype. I'm gonna say some elements of society don't like it.
yeah, but you know,
You know.
yeah, but and I think that's that, you know, but that's like people who have led to believe that black people are less fortunate than them, so therefore, for whatever they can't handle seeing black people do better than them, or they feel like black people's it's their country, but they believe, so they don't believe how, why should someone from another country be here and
Doing
being
better.
prosperous, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
individual people's mindset, and that's, they need to fix that, do you know what I mean? But I think I think it is a touchy subject, and I think, I'll be honest with you, I don't know who's to blame. Is it the way society's set that it makes people against each other? Do you understand what I mean?
Mm.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, and my thing as well is that, especially with in regards to race and different people races, it an element of it is just good and bad, like in anything. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm always mindful of is alienating the people that are genuine and good. You understand? The people
Well,
that will give you the opportunities, the people that will work with you, the people
well,
that
that's
are
the
cool.
thing.
But
Because, go on, sir.
because I do meet a lot of man, especially on my patch where I work, that are cool. There is one or two man that I know that I can tell they got that little stereotypical way about them and a bit prejudice and bias. But then there is a few that are generally cool and that will, when shit hits the fan, they got man's back. You understand what I'm
Well,
saying to you?
I'll be honest with you, bruv. Yeah, I think before I got into construction, my interaction with white, let's say men, was limited. Do you understand what I mean? And I think since
Mhm.
I've got into construction and I've got to know, I've met some good people. Do you know what I mean? I've met some like people, and that's why I wouldn't want to, like, you can't. So that makes you know, okay, it's not. You can't say all white people are a certain way, because they're not. Do you know what I mean? But like you said, and also you don't. So you got to be careful, because you don't want to offend these people. Do you know what I mean? When we speak,
Yeah, yeah,
but we're not. But obviously, anything we've spoken about, it's facts, or it's real life situation that,
yeah,
or interaction we've
yeah,
had. But in general, there is good, wholesome
yeah, yeah,
white
yeah, yeah,
people. Do you know what I mean?
100%. 100%. It's like what we were saying earlier about the work rate.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I think where I am, obviously, to be honest with you, there's only a few. But I'm for a company that on site. Obviously, there's definitely a lot of Eastern Europeans up here, but there's not many Eastern Europeans. And to be fair, they probably, I haven't witnessed them on this kind of on this in this field yet. But the English man, there is a lot of man that graft
Well,
where I
bro,
am.
I'll be
You
honest
understand
with
what I'm
you.
saying?
This is what it is. There's a lot of English, like a lot of English, especially like you do, Englishman, there's a lot of English grafters. They're grafters, yeah. But what it
Yeah.
is, but also we see a lot of them, there's a lot of The ones that you see on television moaning about reform and that, they're not a good example. They're not putting
Yeah, 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 yeah,
they're
yeah,
not
yeah.
putting out a good image of Englishmen. Do you know? So when you so there is a lot of them that are moaning and blame victim mindset, blaming this one, blaming that one. But there is a lot that are grafters. Do you know what I mean? So don't get
Yeah,
but it's the ones. A lot of our response to the ones that are moaning and blaming other people for their misfortune when they don't look at themselves. Do you know what I mean? Or like for
yeah,
example,
yeah,
in
yeah.
construction, I've come across like there's like for example. There is ones that are grafters that are the business owners, but there's ones on the ones that's on the floors are moaning about Eastern Europeans. You get me? So
Yeah, don't get me wrong, you're right. 'Cause I remember when I was at one of them delivery companies,
mm,
and them man used to, some of them used to just moan about this parcel, that refuse to take it. They just get away with murders, bro. You know, because as soon as
mm,
a black guy turned around and said, "I'm not doing that," they'll stop the show and bring him to the office. You understand what I'm saying to you?
yeah,
And then certain East European man just come and just be chucking them on their van, chucking them on their van, and just not talking, just gone. And them man, some of them man, they would be just causing a big commotion, and I'm not taking this, I'm not taking that. But then, like I said, where I've worked after that on the tools, they have maybe because there's not, it's just English, man. So them man are
mm,
competing with each other. You
yeah,
understand what I'm saying to you?
yeah.
So I don't know if it's when it's competing against each other and man they're trying to climb the ladder, get promotion, you gotta step it up, innit? You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, no, but don't get me. Even I'm thinking of the food now. There is some that are about a pound note, bruv, that are on
Yeah.
job that are trying to get
That's
paid. But
fully on job.
there's a lot of there's a lot of because remember like it's a big country, so there's going to be all sorts. There's going to be man that's on their job. There's going to be like I said the whingers, but the ones that I tend to see, obviously, like for example, if you think about people that vote for like the far right, yeah. You got the
Yeah.
ones who are just blaming people because they ain't got no money and blaming people for taking their jobs and they're not up to much and they're looking for someone to blame. But there probably is the grafters that don't like that want their kids to be around people that look like them. Do you know what I mean? So
So what do you think sometimes, especially when you're on sites in London, it's very multicultural. Do you reckon sometimes the environment puts them in a bad mood already? They don't want to fucking. That's why they like got this
well,
bad
that's what it is,
attitude
isn't
when
it?
they do
That's what
that.
it is. Like people are fuming. Like, do you know what I mean? Like that's the thing because the system, like I said, like you said, the touch on earlier, like it's modern day slaves. So a lot of people got a lot going on. You don't know what's going on in their life. So a lot of man's got drink problems, drunk problems. They might be in debt, so they're
Mm,
already in a negative mind space. So
mm,
so their negative energy is someone. Then everyone needs someone to offload on or to blame or so they're
mm,
negative. All the energy's going towards these ones are taking our job, or these people are doing this, these people are doing that, rather than looking within. Do you know what I mean? Do you get what I'm
mm,
saying? So
mm.
that's where it is, bro. Like, so do you know what I mean? So, but I think what it is, you can't just put everyone in the same boat. So when in the same like judge
Bracket.
everyone all in the same bracket. So
Yeah.
all it is, so for example, when we talk, it's not like we're saying every
You're
all of
talking from your experience,
yeah,
from what you see with your
but
eyes.
that don't mean we're saying all, but we're saying on more than one occasion, I've seen people on that are lazy, that are not doing much, that are just, do you know what I mean? They're
You're
not.
right. You're right. You know, because like I said, like if I could say from previous places I work with, if I can say there's 10 men I work with, 5 of them do just twiddle their fingers, bro. You understand
And
what I'm
I'll
saying
be
to you?
honest with you, bruv,
And
yeah,
cut their corners.
but
You understand what
also,
I'm saying?
as well,
But then also we got to think we haven't worked in that environment to just be bare black man because we might
This is
still
what
get frustrated as
this is
well.
what I just
You
about to
understand what I'm
say.
saying to you?
But this is what I just about to say, bro. Cause man is honest, bro. And I've been in construction where enough black man are lazy, enough black man ain't punctual. Not, bro. I'm being honest.
And you're
Enough
getting mad at it. You
Enough,
know,
bruv,
and,
enough
yeah,
black man don't like, bruv. Listen to me. Enough black man fit the criteria and the stereotype. They live up to it. So enough of the man that are lazy. Enough of the man that ain't on it. Enough of the man that ain't punctual. Enough of the man that ain't reliable.
you're right.
So I'm not saying it's only us. I mean, only them. There's black man like that. But the thing is with the black man, they're not blaming other people. Do you get me?
Yeah,
They're not saying,
yeah.
"Oh, they're just accepting." You know, when they get sacked, they get sacked. They keep it moving. You
Yeah.
know what I
A
mean?
black man just come and say something. Oh, this is long, man. This ain't for me, bro. I'm working this hard for this amount of money.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
you know what I
saying?
mean? Like, so we're not saying that there's bare black man that's lazy, bro. There's bare, bro. There's bare black man I see on something. I think, right, you fit the stereotype to a T. You're just not
Bro,
on it.
listen, I've been on jobs with certain black man, bro, and every minute man's taking cigarette. Right? You know what? I'm just trying to get the job done. I'm coming out, man, smoking cigarettes and doing. I go, bro, come on, man. Like, we need to get back. Next minute, man's back out there, man, chatting to someone, chatting to this one. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's happened to me, bare, bro. I've had to lose couple man like that, bro, where
Yeah.
man's are taking long breaks, not doing much, and I'm having to. It's like I'm having to flipping teach a man like, do this, do
But
that,
then,
that.
but then also I've worked with a Caribbean man that I used to think, bro, come on, man, it's long now, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's time to go home. You get me?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So you get all sorts and all races. Do you know what I mean? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
But what it is, I think with this all this far right stuff, you get a lot of the natives that ain't up to much, that ain't
hundred
productive,
percent,
but they're just
hundred
pointing
percent,
fingers. So that's what gives people the perception that, wow, the English are just lazy or whatever. But it's not. It's just that
100%.
the ones at the forefront, that of the front runners for the far right and the protests. They're the low quality ones. You know what I mean? They're the ones that ain't up to much, that are getting picked and all that. So they're not a they're not a good representation of England. And do you know what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
bro.
100%, 100%, bro. But yeah, you're right. You're spot on. Still, you're
Mm,
spot on. You're spot on.
yeah, bro.
Mm.
But then, bro, I'll let you crack on in it.
All right then, bro.
All right, respect.
All right then. I respect, bro.